everyone, Julia here. Patience is not a virtue of mine, so I decided I would try to do a salt bar that will be ready much sooner than the 4+ weeks it can take for a salt bar to cure. And I wanted to try it out and see how well it feels, within the next week, starting tonight. So right now I'm just mixing up my goat's milk soap, and I'll be back at the end to show you the process and all the craziness that goes on while I'm putting this soap together. Um, like I said, it's an experiment. I've never done this before. I know it's been done and it's possible, but I wanted to see how it would turn out for myself and see if there really is a decrease in the cure time of this salt bar as opposed to the cold processed salt bars. Okay, my soap is done, and now I'm adding in my fragrance oil before I add in my salt. I plan on using the same amount of salt I do in CP. However, I think my arm's going to fall off trying to get this all incorporated into that thick hot processed soap that's done. Normally I do 80% salt in my salt bars, but I don't quite get it all in there. I would say I probably get about maybe 65% of it, maybe 75% of salt to oils in this salt bar. Um, I think the next time that I try this, I might see how the soap feels if I just do maybe 50 to 55%. I think it would probably mold a little bit better because as I'm stirring this up, because you have to get that salt all incorporated into the soap started really cooling down. I just keep adding more and more salt, but yeah, the salt is really starting to make the soap turn into cement, and it does it really, really fast. I probably should have stopped there, but and I did, and I didn't quite get all the salt in. So now I'm going to try to hurry up and mold this. I think it would have gone better if I would have stopped, putting the salt in a little bit before now. Or maybe, if I tried it, putting the salt in all at once. But I thought it would incorporate better if I'd stir and then add a little and stir. But I think it cooled off the soap a lot. Um, Also, the next time I just kept piling it on because, of course, the amount of soap that you make after you add salt into it also increases the amount of soap. So kind of overflowed my mold. I just thought, well, heck, it's an experiment, so I'll just keep piling it on. And because I use my wire cutter to cut this, you're going to see what happens. Because of that, my wire cutter didn't want to mess with it. So, yeah, I was trying to try to make it a little bit decent, but I'm telling you, that soap, you can see it just falling off. It's already turning into little brick pieces. I'm going to try and mush it down a little bit. It may be that's helping on the inside. I don't know, but it sure ain't helping the top. I think this will be a lot or a lot more possible if I just yeah, look at that. It is it's already hardened up. Oh well, it's an experiment. We'll see how it turns out. Not real sure about it at this point. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. Let's just shake off some of the loose pieces. Okay, this is 5 minutes after I molded it. I was able to take it out of the mold. It felt firm enough. Um, yeah, until I cut into it. But anyway, there it is. 5 minutes after I molded it, and I put it on its top because that's the way I usually cut the salt bars. But yeah, because I overloaded the mold, it was too tall to fit. If I would have cut it the other way, it would have been just fine. So what I ended up with was bars that were kind of cut crooked. Of course, it's an experiment. It's okay. But upon my discovery too, yeah, it was firm on the outside, but no, it wasn't done on the inside. So it was still kind of in its gel-like state on the inside, which was kind of funny. But yeah, I fixed it with a planner. You can see where I messed up on the cut right there. But it's soap and it feels firm. I think I can improve this when I try it again. And I will try it again. Yeah, that was my fault. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should let it cool off a little bit longer. And I do think it would have been okay to cut with this cutter if I would have waited a little bit longer. I don't think it would have been too hard at all. I was afraid of it crumbling, so I got over anxious. And this is like probably 10 or 15 minutes after I took it out of the mold. I think if I would have let it set another 10 minutes or so, it would have cut just fine. And I wouldn't have had, hot soap in the very center oozing out. But that's all that was. Now, I was thinking that supposedly you're not supposed to use dead sea salt in cold process, and I'm wondering if, since this is already cooked soap, maybe I could use dead sea salt and make some dead sea salt bars um, with this process. I think I'm going to try that next. I've got to order some dead sea salt though, because I don't have enough to do it. But I'm going to have to practice on this one. But I know it's possible now, so I'm happy with it. Here is a little piece, and yeah, I forgot to turn on my camera, so I'm going to wash my hands again and show you how well it lathers up. And also, I just wanted to let you know too that this soap is still warm. So that's freshly made sea salt soap, and it feels really, really good on my hands. It lathers up wonderfully too, just like shaving cream. I think I'm going to have to work on this and make some more of these. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks. See you later. Bye.